We're looking at Markdown. Now you've learned about markup, which is when you have a price and you increase it by a percent to charge more money for it. Sales tax is a kind of markup, right? You have to pay for your item, but then they also add a percentage onto that you have to pay. That would be a markup. Also, just when they want you to pay more for something, they can mark it up. Markdowns are the same thing, except instead of the price going up, their price is going to go down. So if they put an item on sale, say you're going to buy a jacket, they mark it down 20%, that's a sale on the item and you're going to pay less than what it was originally marked. So here's an example of markdown. The original price is $45 and they're going to mark it down 22%. Remember, anytime that you have a percent, you're going to change it to a decimal. So you're going to take the decimal wherever it's at. Here it's at the back. Remember, if it doesn't have one, it's at the end. And you're going to move it to the left 2 times. So 1, 2. That means my 22% is the same thing as 0.22. Now that I've changed my percent to a decimal, I'm going to multiply it by the $45. So I've got 45 times 0.22. Remember, when you're multiplying, you don't have to line up your decimals. I'm going to go ahead and do this math real fast. All right, so I've got something that looks like 990. Remember, when you're multiplying with decimals, you have to count the number of decimals in your problem. So I've got 2 decimal places here. That means I'm going to move my decimal forward 2 times. So this 22% is $9.90. Now, sometimes the question is going to ask how much is the markdown? And this is how much the markdown would be. But more often it's going to ask what the new price of the item is going to be. So if the item started off at $45 and then you mark it down $9.90, you're going to subtract those 2 numbers. So again, I'm going to do the math real fast. So when you start off with $45 and you subtract $9.90, you end up with $35.10, and that would be the cost of the item after the markdown. And that's how you find markdown.